Ring. Yes. Ring. Yes. Ring. Hi. Today I'm going to be reading some poetry from this book, and I'm going to be reading it through this box. This box is sort of a robot voice box. It came in a little DIY electronics kit, and I modified it, put it in a giant box of my own, and I added an amplifier so that I could record it through a computer or through just a little digital recorder. So I'll be doing that. I'll be reading poetry with the robot voice, recording it for you. I decided, here, let me just demonstrate. I can either put it through the recorder or just through my own. See it? Oh, listen to this. Where's it? Here we go.
There we go. It sounds like a robot.
Yeah, I just brought this closer so you can see it up close, because it's probably the only time anyone's ever going to see it. It just sits on my shelf. So this bezel is it's a lid from a coffee can, and this is window screen. And I 3D printed this knob here. I'm very proud of my 3D printing skills. This is the volume knob. I can make it very loud or very quiet. I can't get this too close because of the feedback. But I did this all myself. I'm very proud of myself. And it's very loud. I actually shot some footage in a warehouse recently, and just to prove that it's very loud. I'll bring.
Now, I want to just display the various properties of this robot voice and use the robot voice. And here's my man. Electros. Electros are in this large space. I wish you would do robots. No, that's not
So I thought that would be kind of fun to record my own poetry without expression. Why is that fun? I don't know. But I can also
make it sound monstrous and menacing. So I thought maybe that would actually sound interesting. And also I can make it
things like a little elf. Like an elf. And also, I don't know if you can hear it. You can hear it through the microphone on the camera, my own voice, but you can also hear this, and you can kind of tell that all the words aren't very crisp, so it might not be easy to understand what words I'm saying as I'm reading my own poetry. Maybe I don't know why I've chosen to do this, but we'll see. If you're watching this, I will have decided that it sounds okay. So I'm going to switch this over
to the digital recorder so that you can't hear both my natural voice and the robot voice. Just the robot voice. So let me just make sure that sounds okay.
Check 1, 2, 3. This poem is called Communion. You are a member of a special society, bound by the most arcane rules and devoted to rituals that test the foundations of your intellect, imagination, and resolve. The source of your motivation to commune with your brothers, building respect, and bond with your sisters, holding grace, is the divine spark which permeates the undifferentiated field of awareness and grounds you to the material world with love, gratitude, and responsibility. When you cause someone to die for you, it is as if you are eating their flesh and drinking their blood.
This poem is called Divine Child's First Test. The pyramid holds knowledge, and it becomes a theater for the ritual of thought, providing a staircase within
surrounded by steps which lead the climber to a state of grace. The cedars of Lebanon, seamlessly mortised, like limestone never falling, formed a vault for the incubation and evaluation, and transformed into a cradle to display the resurrection. Because in the temple of the child, there enacted a dual birth, both ascending and descending, a fibrous bladder made of Solomon's silk, fertilizing a graceful growth, blessed by Michael's left hand, and guided by our reel, to calm the ocean's boil, and bring a burning sword into the grip of the gentle fingers.
I found a typo in my book that I just published.
This poem is called Stardust. Visiting the shoreline after dusk reveals the faint milky fluorescence just below the tidal pool's surface. You ask if the mussels know we are here. I ask if they even know they are here. The romance of the rising moon is dissolved by the analysis of the chemical soup that glows at our feet. Does the salmon not suffer sacrifice in the claws of the grizzly? Does the ladybug not wither alongside evaporating Martian canals? Does the wren not weep when galaxies die, just as a sun falls into the black hole's maw? Wet rocks glitter in the moonlight like stars in the still ocean's plain. Children's laughter sounds like falling water. Sycamore leaves clattering in the brisk autumn breeze sound like your fingernails as they rake through my hair. We are guardians and children, aging like moons, silent sentinels. We are meals and devourers, driven by hunger across the vacuum.
Did I show you this microphone I made? Look, the kit came with this tiny little electric mic. And, oh, yeah. And I strung it, and I braided this with my own cordage. Isn't that a nice braid? Look at that. Yeah. So, okay, we'll try it again. One more. Shall we do one more? Let's do one more. Yeah. All right, let's try this.
I gotta check to figure out what's But what about this one? What about this one? What about this one?
What about this one? What? I think that's a good one. Alright. This might be good. You're so lucky you stayed until the very end. This one's called Rama's Song. We sat together in an arroyo one night in the middle of December. You asked us to seek guidance from the watchers in the bluff, the men in the stones who awoke to greet us as the sun went down. There was still a faint glow in the west, a white fog that spread in front of the stars, but you assured us that the sun had set. It was just a distant city. The men awaited. You gave us a song and told us to lock our fears into its cage. Some of us struggled, others despaired. But you encouraged us to wait until the melody had held everyone's material concerns. When our hearts were free and all corners were illuminated, brimmed over with questions, searching for ones who could answer. Trust the watchers, he said. The wisdom they impart is sacred. The riches of the world are within your grasp. Just stretch out your fingers and hold it to your heart. Nothing can harm you when you love within my song. Alright, so this book...
This book is available through lulu.com, and I'll go like this. Ring! You can buy it for yourself, and I think I only charge like, I don't know, $8 or something, $12. I can't remember how much this is, how much this is, but it's not too much. It's enough so that I won't perish, and you will flourish by reading the words on these pages. I promise. So, I'm gonna go onto my computer and listen to this and watch the video and see if it all worked. If it did, then you'll be watching this upon a Saturday morning. Thank you.